An epic mod for the Jeep Gladiator. I can't wait to get this installed. Okay, let's unbox this. I'll show you what this epic mod is. Get you down just a little bit. There you go. It is from a company called Infotainment. Very helpful over there, by the way. The guy I talked to over there was awesome in getting me the right product. Be careful here, it's fragile. Got some nice bubble wrap in here, that's always good. And let's see. I want to open this first. Let's look at the bezel. Comes with a new bezel, and this is actually a genuine Mopar part. So if you're interested, there is the bezel part number from Mopar. Have to have this because the new screen that we're going to put in the Jeep Gladiator is larger. So let's open this up first, make sure that there's no damage or anything, and I don't expect there will be, but I'll figure out how to open it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're getting closer. You can get a little better idea there. Let's go ahead and take it out of the bag. Okay, there we go. And then we need to remove this cover that they've put on here, and it's taped on. There we go. Go ahead and pull that off. Okay, we've got everything off right now. There is the screen, and I'll hold the other screen up against this so you guys can see the difference. This is the 8.4 inch touchscreen for the Jeep Gladiator. It's the biggest screen you can get right now. So next we need to go over and I'll show you guys how we go ahead and get the old one off. One thing I'll mention here, everything is color coded on the back. That's going to be great for attaching the connections. Okay, here we go. Now first you need to just unhook the one side of this panel down here. That's going to give you access to this panel up here because we're going to actually pull this out, and that's so that we can access the screws for the bezel here that are behind this panel, and you do that by prying this out over here. So let me sit you guys up somewhere here and you can see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. That's the plan. Let's go ahead and we're going to pop this out. It's just that easy. It's just held on by these push pins back here. I think you guys can see right there, so that's not too difficult. Then we need to get a corner of this panel here, these controls, and you don't need to unplug them, just gently lay them down here. So let's see if we can get behind here. Just took some finagling. Let's finish it off. Easier said than done, I think. Okay, there you go. Just as it should be. Held on by all these little pins here. And I didn't break anything, so kudos to me for not damaging anything so far. Now, we have two little 7mm bolts or screws down here. There are also Phillips heads, so you could use a Phillips head screwdriver if you want. I'm going to use a drill, hopefully. Let's see here. Okay, so far so good. Alright, that should enable us to go ahead and pull this bezel off. It should just pull right out, held on by clips just like these others were. It is tight. Alright. Which is good. I mean, you want it tight, right? Alright. Let's carry on here. We have 4 screws to take out. One here, 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 and here. And then we should be able to pull the radio. So, let's go ahead and get those out. They look identical to the other ones, so we don't have to worry about keeping them separate, which is good. All right, that should free up the radio. Let's go ahead and make sure that it does. Pretty simply. Okay, now on the back of the radio are all the connections, obviously. Let's go ahead and see about getting these out. Okay, we've got the original radio out. There it is, you guys can see. And here is the new radio. Let's go ahead and take a look at the two of them compared to each other. You can see right there the difference. The one on the right here is the new one. I hope you can tell. And the one on the left, of course, is the original. So now we have to go back to the truck and see if we can get this one in right way, because I can't tell which way it goes, and put it back in. Okay, so now it's a matter of putting the new one in. And I said before I wasn't positive as to which way it goes. Well, it has this little nub up here on the top, this little bracket thing right there. You can see right here. That is the top. So we merely have to plug everything back in. Go ahead and push that in like that. That's it. So it's all color matched. You just have to make sure you put it in the right colors. It's on. So I'm just going to temporarily sort of sit it back in here, put a couple screws in it, because I do obviously want to test it before I go ahead and bless it. So let's go ahead and get a couple screws back in here. Okay, we've got it working. Just a little tip for you. It does need to reset, if you will. Not really the radio, but the truck. So once you have it in and powered up, you need to turn it off, walk away, leave it sit for a few minutes so that everything syncs up. And then you should be fine. This is what the screen looks like so far. This, of course, is without the bezel or anything around it, so I've got to put the screws in and do that next. We got to put the bezel on, the new bezel, the bigger bezel. Let's go ahead and pull that out of here. And it just should pop right in. There you go, starting to get a look at what it's going to look like now, right? So let's go ahead, pop these in. There you go. Check that out, man. It's awesome. I love it. Goes in pretty easy. That's it. So that is what it's going to look like. You guys can see right there. Let's go ahead, and I do want to grab a cable because I want to test the Apple CarPlay here. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in. Let's start it up. Take another look. There you go. There's the screen now. Just awesome. I love it. What this is going to give me that I didn't have before, I don't remember, climate control, navigation, of course, apps, backup cam. Let's see what that looks. Oh, look at that. Look at that backup screen. That is awesome. That is huge compared to what I had before. Let's close that. Phone. There's my phone I have connected, and then all the settings and stuff you can run through as well. Display, I don't know, theme, all kinds of stuff you can do. But let's plug the phone in now and see how the Apple CarPlay works. There is the screen that everybody's probably used to seeing, right? That's the Apple screen right there. You guys can see the CarPlay screen with all the stuff on it. So that is the radio install up to the 8.4 inch radio screen. Love it. It's exactly like what I wanted. I've got to find out about the satellite radio, though. I think I'm probably going to have to call them and have it switch to this radio from the other one, because it is a different radio ID. So beware of that. I'm sure I'm going to have to do that. Anyway, I'm digging it. Pretty cool. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd be curious to know, and if you already have this in your Jeep, then you're already experiencing the gloriousness of a bigger screen. Also, real quick, if you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Don't forget to click that notification button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.